It's just, it feels like like Envy's worst enemy is Envy. Just like Nip's worst enemy at the time, you know, Katowice, etc. You know, they were saying, you know, our worst enemy is ourselves. Feels like Envy, that's it. You know, when Envy lose games, it's literally because they couldn't do it themselves, or they lost that game. It wasn't because the other team played out of their minds or anything like that.
We'll see. LGB have obviously tried to put Dust 2 behind them, and we'll see if they can pick it up here on Cash instead. A really good map to watch, always. Good opening shot there from PRB, but Reaston will go down, and that's a big problem. Now they need some backup rotations are coming in, but they're getting picked off going into the site as well. This is not cool at all. PRB running out of bullets, trying to take down one player, happy with a triple. And Jakim going to be all alone coming in from truck, and he will go down to Shock. So they only lost Smith then. Way too much smoke, and a nice little touch by Envy, putting in one guy coming up Speedway as well. It's always fun.
Yeah, and that guy coming in Speedway hit the right timing as well. Just caught them as they were trying to get out of CT. There was just no way for LGB to put up a big fight. PRB was like the only one there, but there was so much smoke, and the forklift, if he peeks, he dies. Like, it's just a really awkward spot. And never getting the reinforcements from CT didn't help either. But now look at LGB. They decide to go for an A stack. So it's going to be the gamble out of them. They put one guy over on B, just like, okay, let's see if he can get something done. That's going to be Zevez. The rest of them on A, but Zevez is already calling the rotation. Very quick call here from him, in fact.
Oh yeah, definitely. He gets a kill as well in the between, but he will go down. Shoxy to fall, and Happy occupying the vents for just a little bit. Reaston is out there, and they're going to spot each other. Happy doesn't want to take the fight too much. No reason to give up an AK.
That's probably the big point, is if he gets taken out there, he doesn't want to give that gun up. So he just drops down, gives up vents, and lets NBK do the job. I mean, they still have a scout on PRB. That could be something that they may be looking to hold on to. NBK now, however, is going to be pushing around, trying to look, see if he can't catch somebody off guard. Smith is fairly low, though. He's going to have to rotate back to a T-spawn, I think.
Yeah, Jakim running close here. NBK still alive. And Smith actually does die to the bomb, so that's a bit surprising. Couldn't make it far enough away, so I guess they lost that. But still a 2-0 lead here. Scout in play on PRB, so they get to save that one. We're moving into the third round. I mean, stacking up like they did in the A-bombs, not the worst plan in the world for LGB, but it is a coin toss sometimes.
Exactly. It is just a gamble. If we're lucky, they come over here. If not, well, either we hold on to the gear for the next round, like PRB did with the Scout, or we just try and do as much economic damage as possible. So this time around, it looks like Envy trying to shift things up. They're going to take over mid. Don't find anybody here because it's another gamble coming out from the B site, or from LGB on the B side at least. PRB looking for that headshot. He's going to get a good tag onto Happy, dropping him down to 14 HP, so Happy's going to have to be careful. But he decides to back off and get out of dodge before they come knocking, because it looks like NBK is just selling the perfect fake over here.
Oh, and Shox takes down PRB, so Happy's the only one who's taking a lot of damage, and Jakim going to be in an awkward position right now. Now, Semmler, do you remember yesterday when I proposed that theory about hard checking the boost where Happy sometimes is boosted up?
Yeah.
Well, people went and checked that out. It's actually where Happy is. If we look straight to his right and just shooting in through that the top of the wall here in onto the boxes. People went and checked that for me, and a big thanks to everyone who tweeted at me. That can be done, and it does something like 70 damage with the AWP. Somewhere between 65 and 70 damage with the AWP.
That's not bad at all.
That is really good. If you can do it with an AK as well, I'm not sure if you can shoot through. I don't think you can actually. But if you can do it with the AWP, you don't have to kill people. Just hitting them once and having one guy down and main shooting up there, you're going to force people out instantly. So I would propose that. I'm going to copyright it right now. The Anders hard
really
check.
Good. That's really good.
Grenade up there. Polly gonna go down. Shox running and gunning with the AK. And this is the first time that LGB have a chance. And oh, look at the return kills here. PRB picking off Kiyoshima and Shoxy, and Jakim gonna take down NBK. Good job here on the Norwegian side. Those Smiths is gonna catch Reaston. And I think he was worried about someone rushing in from main, so he was a little bit preoccupied here. PRB now making it a triple, and he hears Happy as well and calls for Jakim. Good job on LGB. Nice communication.
Yeah, and the first big buy going their way here. This was a crucial round to win for LGB. And managing to just annihilate the push coming in from Envy and mid and everywhere else on the map. That was very solid work coming in from LGB. Again, with the gamble putting so many mid, but they really wanted to get control of it, and that just basically worked wonders for them.
And it looked like in the beginning that it was going to be awful. I mean, it looked like they weren't going to accomplish anything at all. But there was some good stuff. Smokes go off. Again, quick boost here. Coming out of EnVy. Not wasting any time. In fact, boosting, what, 2 people up initially? Yeah. They really, really want that mid control early on. And they're going to get a look at Shoxy. I mean, this is some very aggressive play.
Just way up here right now. Just seeing if he can. I mean, good angles being held on that A side as well. Basically giving Shoxy nothing to work with here. PRV is going to be peeking out, and Pauly is actually going to be taking damage. How did Pauly take that much damage? He's waiting in connector. Was that just a wallbang through or something?
Yeah, I think it must have been because he's not been exposed at all. So I think someone just managed to shoot through. And Kiyoshima will take him down. All the way up from vents, in fact. So that was definitely very good. Well, it's a much slower round coming out from EnVy. Maybe a little bit of respect gained.
Time to tighten up their game, not take things so lightly, perhaps. I mean, they also realize that if they don't manage to do big damage with this round and win it, they're going to be ecoing in the next. So, yeah, just a little bit of a crunch time here for EnVy. It's a big opportunity for them to ruin LGB, however, because if LGB lose this, oh, wow, they aren't checking. Kiyoshima walks right into the face shot.
Oh, Jacob, good control. He's so tight when he's really working. Happy coming up from behind, though, doing a lot of damage. He's going to find PRB. He could even wallbang through onto Jacob if he was really feeling adventurous, but he's going to go run for him. 4 seconds left, and he goes down. Even if he kills Jacob, he can't really win the round. That's a quad kill from Jacob. That back checkered position just working out so well. And moving us into the 6th round. LGB coming in with a little bit of a punch here, actually making themselves known, which is good news.
Absolutely. And we see Jacob actually dropping that AWP for Pauly now. So Pauly going to be playing from connector. He might actually have some more opportunities. Actually, EnVy, they still had enough money after that round to go for a full buy. Wow. Not a full buy, but a force, and a really reasonable force as well. I'm surprised that they had that much money to throw in.
Just enough. And this time, look at how aggressive they are over towards that A-bomb site. PRB is holding in sight, but if they'd pushed immediately, the backup wouldn't have been there. Now Pauly's in position by the truck, which makes it much better. Still got to be careful.
Still waiting to see exactly what triggers them to go in, and it just looks like a series of flashes. Smoke to go. Pauly on the upper right now, but he's not going to see anybody. And Shoxy's already out onto that site, and just as he peeks, NBK takes his face off. This is now EnVy's site, because that smoke is pretty much shutting the door on Reston.
Yeah, can't catch anyone at this angle, and they're in really good post-plant positions right now. Really hard for LGB to get in. They need to get a quick kill, and preferably a quick double kill before they can start fighting for the defuse. And Smith's hiding right in the middle of the smoke, kind of just in the center of nowhere, but it's, you know, they're not going to expect him there at least. Kiyoshima, good pick off there. NBK, and Happy goes down. Look at Jacob and Savage. They're actually making this a competitive round. Now 1v1, and Kiyoshima is going to shut the door on Savage, but a much better retake than I thought. They actually did a pretty good job then.
Yeah, they did some serious damage. I mean, that's a very expensive round there for EnVy, and especially after EnVy managing to just get everybody on there practically, apart from Shoxy. But Shoxy only had a Tech 9, I believe, so it wasn't even the end of the world with Shoxy dying. So it's like, okay, for LGB to be able to walk in and still manage to turn that into a 1v1, that is fantastic. And I think that is going to be putting EnVy on notice. The only problem with this scenario is that EnVy, they're knocking at a successful half already. They've got 4 rounds. They should be picking up a 5th one here. And so now, and they're going to be able to build money off of this as well, unless LGB can work some magic, some kind of magic here with this USP in the back of the site, but Zevez, nothing from him.
Yeah, well, kind of hard to defend that bomb site, almost no matter what you have when you're just on your own. Good shot from Happy there, Reaston jumping into certain death, and it's PRB and Pauly left here, 2v5. They do need some kills here. EnVy's getting away with a lot of equipment. Shoxy gonna absolutely check that corner, which will make it that 5th round. And you're right now it's essential for LGB to win the next 8 rounds in a row. And even right now, they just don't really have the money for it. It's not a lot for them to work with.
Not at all, not at all. This is very tough right now. And it's like, do you go for the force buy, but you really don't have enough to make the force buy worthwhile, unless you go for like FAMAS armor and just a handful of nades. You're going to be going up against a fully equipped EnVy. LGB just deciding to go with it, really. take what they can get here in this round. Maybe get a little lucky with the flash in. Reaston, good pressure on a Shoxy. And Shoxy, I mean, that's insult right there. Like 1 HP, gets the headshot on Poly as well. That's nasty.
Yeah, that was very good. He's on 1 health of all. Just to add insult to injury, he's just barely going to survive. But they got the bomb down in the middle, and they're only now just picking it up. Obviously, eventually going to end up at the A-bomb site, where PRB is going to be the guy in charge with a 5-7. I don't know. Hard to keep this bomb site under control with just this little.
I don't know, man. Channel your inner Freiburg, right? Pick up 3 kills. You can do it from this position. They might be coming close enough to you, but he's going to get wrapped around on. Now it's only a matter of time. Decides to try and initiate, take that fight early. Nice peekaboo kill there with the deagle from Jacob, though. That's going to take out Smiths, who got a little greedy. NBK already waiting for the man to come through connector, however, so he's in position to take care of this. This is definitely going to be all control Envy at this point. No way for them to lose this round.
I think PRB doing it right, though. I actually think you're right. He did decide to be the one to sort of initiate the fight, and very often if you're just standing in a corner like that, it's different if you have someone covering your back, then it's just fine. But if you don't, well, you're probably going to get out-timed in the end. Good pick-off from Jacob on the first one. He can't get the flick there. Would have been a great shot on Kiyoshima, who actually runs back, and that's going to get him killed. Just a double take. He's now hiding behind the bench in the lockers there. So 6-2, and the 9th round coming up, and PRB and the rest of them, they're going to need something. Reaston, no good kills so far in this first half here. I mean, Dust 2 is really good on him, but this map is a little bit more tricky.
And now we have the AWP from Smiths. So now Envy, after that round, they decided to shake things up a little bit. They know that Poly is certainly going to have an AWP after the double eco. So Smiths is going to try and change things up a little bit. Unfortunately for him, the way he takes it, goes out to mid, instant smoke, so he can't really get too much done there apart from a lucky shot through, and he missed it. So now they have to try and find another option here. And this is very nice. Poly just gets picked off immediately. That's certainly not going to help LGB.
It is a risky position back there as well for a number of reasons, but you get the first pick off, maybe there's a chance. They're going to go and pick up the ult, though. Jacob with that one doesn't want the Galil any longer. You can't really blame him for that.
No, I understand that wholeheartedly, right? Galil, man. Galil just doesn't look right. Out PRD though. Very nice. Very nice. 2 kills for him. Happy and NBK both gone. That was very clean work there. Now him being up in the vents might actually cause Envy a little bit of a problem until Shoxy just cleanly takes his head off. Okay, well.
Wow, yeah, I was going to say that could definitely be a headache for them, because then pushing in and worrying about the vents is no fun at all. They're also running out of time right now. With 25 seconds, they need to make a move somewhere. 3v3, and they have counter boosted out of the vents. Bomb still in there. Jacob can't find that kill with the orb. It's not his usual weapon either. Almost getting backstabbed there, but Sevis a little bit too quick. Gets the 1 kill in. Jacob helping out. Deagle in hand, but Smith takes the shot right through. 7 seconds left. And this should be just fine here. Sevis going to go down, and Reaston is going to live through the round. So Envy being stopped at 6 for the moment.
And does Reaston find Smiths? I don't think so. So Smiths lives. This is pretty much the key kill, or double kill rather. That was very, very well done. Even if he gets picked off by Shoxy afterwards, it's still, you know, 2 kills for 1. That's good work right there, and that pretty much saved it for LGB, or at least brought them back into it. So it looks like we have a bit of a pause going on right now, guys. So if you're just tuning in, this is the FPL Challenge, the First Person Lover Challenge here, hosted by Fragbite. And be sure to go check out firstpersonlover.com. Give the game a run. You know, you get on the leaderboard. We'll see. You know, I think I had like 26 minutes. Anders had 24. So, you know, beat us and tweet the score.
Yeah, at Björn Borg. So really, really easy, easy Twitter to remember. Smith's going to be jumping up here. AWP in hand. Not going to get a target immediately as they're all the way over to the right-hand side. Now he's finally found someone who wants to play that game. That's Poly, I think. And Poly's going to come out with the short stick.
Well, there's Jacob once again. Oh, PRB this time gets the spray. Shoxy can't get it. Cannot handle that pressure. Nade is going to sail right in, drop him down to 60, but that's not good enough. They need to get the kill here, and we need to find a way to get rid of PRB, or at least bring it back to a 3-on-3. And Happy just trying to get lucky through that smoke. Not meant to be this time. He will spot the man at quad boxes, however, so he knows 2 guys here on this site right now. That's very valuable information, actually. Very clean work by Happy.
Using the smoke there to try and get in. Smiths, that's not going to work out. The 180 no-scope flick not really quite good enough. Kiyoshima will be going down. PRB is just such a monster. Triple kill for him currently. Smith's essentially going to get caught jumping up on that box, and that will be the end. 4-6. LGB putting in some good rounds. Jacob currently with 13 kills. He's actually top fragging, and MBK second on the scoreboard with 11. But yeah, PRB also putting in some good work. Reaston still hasn't really found much luck so far.
No, he's definitely having a very, very slow. Well, yeah, it's not worked out too well. Looks like we had to get a reconnect for Reaston. So let us see here how things develop. Envy, eco round, and it definitely looks like they want to go through to A. 3 guys coming out through Squeak as well with that door, with that bomb. That's very ambitious. That's a very nice nade as well on the Shoxy.
Reaston going to get found in the corner. Bomb is going to go down as well, and LGB, they should be able to retake this. They were so good with the retake earlier when Envy had plenty of rifles, so this time around should be possible. Jacob going to find the kill there on Kiyoshima. Severs charging on in. MBK trapped in the corner. Going to go down eventually. It's all on Happy and Shoxy to try and stay alive and prevent the defuse, but it's already going through and it won't be possible, so there we go. LGB making it to 5. Gotta keep on. 4 more rounds in a row. That's the goal. And Envy are back on pistols or rifles again, sorry. Including an AWP on Smiths, who's been pretty successful in finding opening frags all over the place, so wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna do that once more. It's kind of his role with the AWP anyway, and he's been boosted up, I believe, in the middle. PRB's on the other side of that, and has to be a little bit careful here.
I'm surprised that Pauly, well, this is kind of the gamble, right? Where exactly are you going to go? But Pauly really hasn't been taking that AWP to the mid connector. He's been taking it elsewhere, you know, towards B, and I think he is posted up on B again. But there we go. NBK finds the lurk. Jacob actually with a double kill. That's a big opening right there for LGB. Man advantage now. Serious damage dealt to Smiths as well. Kiyoshima gets taken out trying to hunt down Zevas. And there you go, LGB. This is now when they are poised to make it 6-6 and actually tie up this score.
And Snacks would be proud. Pushing out a B like that around the smoke, just playing right at the edge of it and finding 2 kills. Definitely very cool stuff from Jacob. I'm loving it. Happy going to be all alone here, so LGB could equalize the score, and that'd be good news. I mean, you have to consider they lost us to 16-1, so for them to be back here at 6-6, it has to feel pretty good for them.
And here we have the lurk again, but that was very nicely done. Actually, NBK right now is looking for the boost up on B site. That's why he's standing so far back, looking towards the window, wanting to make sure that they don't get caught off guard there. Or at least if he could try and catch LGB. Trying to play sneaky, but this time around it's Jacob actually to the rescue. So Envy decided to go for a force buy off of this. And I think this is off of how much success they've had with their pistol rounds towards A. I mean, their eco rounds towards A, they've come close every time, so now they really want to just up it. Nice nade there by Reaston.
How did this happen? That was so far out that it bounced into it. That's actually incredible. Reaston picking a good kill, not getting stopped by that grenade. All the way down to Shoxy though. Polly with the 1 pick off here, and raw speed on the P250 is just enough to get the kill. Polly as well will help out with a triple at the end there. So very, very good stuff. 6-7, they take the round lead, I think, for the first time in this game, in this whole series.
This is it. This is their time to shine. 2 rounds left. If they pick up this one, it's going to be another force buy out of Envy. So this is definitely looking very good here for LGB. If they can turn this into 9-6, it's not the end of the world. Then we'll have to see what they have in store for us on their T side. I mean, Envy having 6 rounds is already pretty big, is very solid for them. But LGB, if they can stop the bleeding here and just bring this to 9-6, we're in for a decent second half.
Yeah, 9-6 is definitely doable. Polly, good pick off there, but he might get caught. Squeak, yeah, he will. Shocks and MBK. Sorry, Happy returning the kills there. MBK is dead, and that grenade will soften up Reason just a tiny bit. Smith's going to go down to PRB. So now they have a one-man advantage on the LGB side, and Kiyoshima and Shoxy, not exactly sure what they're thinking right now, but just going to continue to challenge here at A.
Yeah, look at the reactions from Shoxy. Unfortunately, Smith's taking that fight, overcommitting like that, and getting caught in front of 2 rifles. He drops the bomb out in the middle of nowhere, and that's a real problem for Envy. You can see the entire rest of the round focalizes around that bomb and having to get it back. Rather than being able to play the clock or be sneaky, they had to just try and run in there, but LGB were never going to let them get that bomb back. And that comes down to Smith's also just kind of getting a little ahead of himself, I think, maybe just a little overconfident in his ability to pick up those frags and just getting slapped down. So here we have it. 2 flashes, 2 smokes, and a decoy for Envy. It's looking like they're going to go for mid-control again, but there's a very quick push up here from LGB, trying to get mid-control back early. Shoxy, though, is going to win the duel versus Jacob, and Jacob has been top fragging for LGB, so they've just lost a big player for them right here.
Look at that AD stuff going on there. Just very quick on his feet. Reaston in a good position to pick up the first kill, but once he does, he has to get out, because otherwise they're just going to come charging in on him. He gets the double kill, in fact. Reaston, great work on his part. Triple kill. Sever's going to take down Kiyoshima. Nice play from LGB. 9-6. Considering where they started, that's a big success for them. And if they could win the pistol as well, this could be an interesting game all of a sudden.
Yeah, we could be looking at a 9-9 scenario. Then LGB just keep running. Now Zevez, what is he going to call here? With his troops, what is he going to try and go for? And already we see 3 Kevlars picked up. Zevez just going full nades, but he seems to favor doing this. PRB, though, is the X factor, and he's just going to go for the Kevlar. So Reaston and PRB not getting too fancy. It's going to be straight run and gun here. They'll probably just have a smoke for CT and go off of that.
All right, Sharks hiding in the back. USPS in hand. Are they going to check it? Because if not, they could lose the round very quickly here. MBK with a good headshot. Sharks coming up from behind. He takes 1. Still got 9 bullets left. That's a quick double. And Shox has just got Poly left if he wants the triple. Not reloaded yet. And he's going to take him down to 18 health. I think he really wants this, but he's not going to get it. Poly denies him. Still got to deal with Smiths and Happy somehow. That's a nice flashbang over there, but he's going to get a headshot at the end. So very controlled round from Envy. They seem to really have that planned out well.
Yeah. And I'm actually pretty happy with how LGB went in there as well. If they could have just picked up Shoxy earlier, or not Shoxy rather, but Smiths, that could have been a successful round because the 2 flashes were effective. Banking it off the wall and then banking it into checkered. I mean, the flashes were there. They just needed to land the shots, and LGB weren't able to before Shoxy just started with a perfect backstab. So Envy get that start that they were looking for. They've got the rifles, everything they need now. LGB are the ones who are just going to go for a force buy off of this. Poly, though, only the Tech 9, not investing in Kevlar, so there's your confirmation that he's going to go for that AWP quickly.
Going to be hard for LGB if Envy bring this back to 9-9, I reckon. Definitely very tough. MBK, furious, an uncontrolled spray, but gets the job done in the end. But then he only has 6 bullets to try and deal with the rest and kind of ends up going down. So got to conserve that ammo a little bit, or just hit the shots.
This is very scary, actually, for Envy, I think. Because all of these angles, you have to get up close. And there's a Tech 9. Zevez, unfortunately, only has the P250. But there is a FAMAS picked up on Jacob. So PRB, he's going to spot out Shoxy. Zevez gets caught out in the open. That's Smith looking for the shot, but he gets caught in a crossfire. And now it is just going to be Kiyoshima alone. He needed to get that kill right there on PRB, but he does not get it. And now it's going to be so incredibly difficult for him to make the difference.
4 bullets left here. And not going to make it work. So, eco round win for LGB. That's a big result for them. And now Envy, they've got some hard choices to make. And actually, Happy's already bought up here. So yeah, they're gonna force it.
This is gamble. This is gamble gaming, Anders. Well, it's double eco territory either as well. So I mean, Envy at that point would have had to eco double anyway. So they decided to just go for the force buy, spend everything, and see if they can't get lucky here. So we'll have to see. I mean, is luck part of the equation? Smiths, oh, jumping headshot onto Reaston. Nicely done there by MBK. But that is, I mean, they need more like that. Shoxy steps in, takes out Zevez, has an AK to work with. Now that's a great find. Bit of a risky peek there by Kiyoshima, going an extra step, but he will be able to make it out. Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, really annoying, but he's got the deagle. And they instantly probably realized what would happen if he had gone down, so gotta step back and regroup with the rest of the team. Feels like they're gonna go for the B bomb site if they can make it work. Smoke going in the middle again. They do have Jacob in the vents. Are they gonna leave him here? Alright, they will actually change their minds and head on back to A. We're happy, and also NBK is holding with the scout all the way in the back here. Good position.
This is a fairly nasty position right here. Just jumping on the back edge. He's going to be able to spot them out. There you go. But, oh, and he gets the shot on a Pauly. He could potentially pick off PRB here as well, although PRB just dunks him with that HE. Happy still alive, however. Point-blank shot, looking for the headshot. He's not going to get it, and now it's just out of Kyoshima, who does not miss, and turns it into a 1v1. Jacob just running up short with 20 seconds left. Kyoshima just trying to stop him. That looked so close. Kyoshima, how did you not find that one? Oh, and he's going to get it in the end. Double kill with the Deagle holding from CT, and LGB just ran right into it.
Yeah, man, that is, again, a very annoying way to lose a round if you're LGB, because it looked like they're about to bring it back as soon as they got the grenade kill on MBK, and then I think Happy close up missed the Deagle shots there. It looked like that was going to be all right, but Kyoshima says no now. LGB did also not get a bomb plant, so they're actually going to have to eco an Envy. Could bring this back to 9-10 as sort of a minimum. Kyoshima goes down to the follow-up Tech9 there. They're just so good.
Talk about a must-win scenario, basically, for Envy. Because of that double eco, they would have been just broke this round. Now they can actually go to Famasas off of the back of that win, but somehow they are still failing to land the shots. Or at least they're just struggling quite a bit compared to how it went in the first half, or at least on Dust 2. Cash definitely seems like, it definitely feels like once it starts getting close to closing out a series, Envy start to miss some shots. So we'll see if they're going to be able to keep their cool here and just carry on for the win to go on to face a rematch basically against Fnatic in the finals.
Yeah, you know, is Envy going to want to spend a ban on banning out Cash in that sense? Just saying, well, look, you know, without feeling that confident against LGB on it, maybe playing Fnatic on it would be even more stressful.
I think it's the, it might be, you know, the random element that Envy aren't exactly sure what LGB are going to go for at the beginning of the rounds, and that might be catching them out a little bit. Whereas Fnatic is a team, they'll have done their homework. They'll know what they need to do. And with how well they did on their CT side yesterday, like in the first half, right? Envy should definitely be going for a Cash again versus Fnatic.
Good return kill from Reaston. They're just going to continuously trade all the way down the middle. PRB going to pick up 2 good kills, but the bomb is dropped here on Jacob. And Happy, from us in hand, 6 bullets left. He's going to go down, and now Smith is miles away from the action. He's going to get here with very little time left because bomb is already being dropped.
Yeah, actually, this is so far away. As you go through the squeak, I mean, he's making a lot of noise right now. He's trying to make him think that he's going to be coming up short. But these steps, PRB's in a perfect spot.
How is PRB not heard? There it is. Smith actually did catch Reaston, but it looked like PRB was for a moment unsure about what was happening then. But him and Jacob, though, I mean, 22 kills each. MBK at 22. They've got like a group of their own here going on. So 11-9. And Envy back to eco again. This is all over the place for both teams. Can we pick up the graph real quick? How much have they been winning back and forth? Yeah, it's just 2 consecutive rounds for Envy, but then LGB win it right back. It's getting interesting now.
It's enough to rock them right there. Now do they realize the corner, Kyoshima? He is not going to be too pleased about that. They have to know that they did some damage there. Pauly, though, getting caught out in the open and somehow still alive. What is this? Pauly does not get caught by the pistols. Instead, it's going to be Reaston taking out Shoxy, but there's Kyoshima still alive in that corner, dancing his little heart out. Oh, no, Kyoshima's a nice guy. Big heart.
Pauly, unfortunately, getting disconnected there, but PRB will take down Smiths, and it seems like they've managed to reset a little bit here, LGB. It looked for a moment like they were in an interesting position. I feel like if they had chased down Pauly then, just run after him, all 3 of them, they could have got the kill a little bit sooner. Happy with a good kill. PRB taking 1. Happy coming up from behind. Has an AK that he's stolen. And he's in checkered.
Ooh, and he spotted somebody. There it is. Headshot onto Jacob. And now it's a 1v1 versus PRB, who's pinned down at the back of the site, and Happy knows exactly where he is as well. So life gets kind of tricky here for PRB. Does manage to reposition himself, though, so that's going to give him a little bit more real estate to work with here. Happy going to have to make the right call. Spots him out, and this is just such great play from PRB, just trying to buy as much time as possible, but Happy's going to be able to just flush him out into the open in the end.
Yeah, no kit, though, so it's a really, really intense bomb defuse here. But he will have it at the end, and that's going to make it 11-10. A huge steal, I would say, for Envy. And Happy characteristically shooting his opponents while they're dead in the face. Something he does quite a lot, and it really frustrates some people, which is kind of funny. 11-10, and LGB, man, they should have had that round. They were at a good advantage early on.
I think it's just him being like, I'm in your head. I'm in your head, literally. Boom, 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 boom. Like mind games, man. Happy just laying down the law. It almost feels like out of anybody on Envy, Happy is like the one you want to have in those clutch scenarios. He keeps it so cool.
He's a very interesting player to watch, definitely. Currently looking like a contender to be like one of the best in the world almost. So it's always hard to say, but. Hiroshima, nice counter boost over here, and it's going to come on from behind. Gets the kill right there. Envy looking decent in the round. 2v1, and the bomb is dropped in the middle. So Polly's going to have to sort of exit the A-bomb site, go back to where he came from, and, well, hopefully find a kill somewhere along the way, because planting in a 2v1 is generally pretty bad.
And Envy have got the main entrances blocked here, so Polly trying to change up his angle. Going to miss that jump. The Envy actually making the right call at this point, deciding to overlap the defense. They'll have one man watching Squeak. Kiyoshima's watching A main, spots him go by. Now that's all the information they need. 25 seconds left. Kiyoshima doesn't even need to keep repeaking. He decides to back off. All they have to do is play for time, force Polly's hand, force him to have to commit himself to walking through. And Smith is just waiting here with the AWP. He saw the gun barrel. Easy as that, Envy. Very well played at the end. Just not a lot that Polly could hope to do in that scenario.
They did lose 3 members, Envy, so it's still around. That's somewhat expensive, but I mean, LGB are all the time within striking distance. They just gotta come in here and win 1 round, 2 maybe in a row, and they're gonna be good. But even 1 round right now would do wonders for them.
Yeah.
11-11. This is a much closer game than it was on Dust 2. I mean, 16-1 on Dust 2 for the Envy team. Now we're at 11-11. So LGB definitely waking up a lot. And MBK wanting to get up here, and he's being shot a lot at. Look at this. Reese, and 1 more bullet is going to do it. They're blocking each other just to make sure they can get up there. But Happy is going to be in position. MBK goes down. And now this is where we tested. And someone tweeted at me just before, you can shoot through with an AK up here as well. So there is a way of hard checking this this corner. Happy going to go down. Definitely not worth it for Envy to try and go for that boost. We're going to be in a 3v4 here. Shoxy's moved into position. In fact, everybody's rotating over. And Shox is going to get rewarded.
Nice reaction times, but there's the there's the shot from Jacob. This is the nade, though. Not going to go far enough. And, well, they will get the deny, however, with the flames. Smith gets the job done there in the end with the incendiary. Kiyoshima walks in on high, takes out PRB, who was waiting in A main. And it's down to Zevez. And Zevez, once again, going to have to try and clutch it for his team. Catches the man out in the open. However, Smith's not going to live. And now it's down to Kiyoshima. 1v1 here versus Zevez. 20 seconds left on this clock, and Zevez is going to make the mad dash onto this bomb site and get the plant if he wanted it. But he's trying to go for the mind games right now.
Hey, he really wants to fake it out. This time he commits, though. Kiyoshima spends that time to walk a little bit closer, and he wins the fight. Zevez trying his very best. And I actually think Zevez stopped shooting at Smith then because he thought he was already dead. He was like, he must be dead by now. And that's always a little bit scary. Envy barely winning the round, but... And LGB, as a result, they know how much damage they think, well, we're going to have to buy. It's going to be 2 AKs and 3 Galeals, but they feel like, what else could we do? We have to keep the pressure up here, otherwise we're going to lose.
Already rotation. I mean, rotation, basically Envy taking over mid at this point. It's going to be the force buy out of LGB, and I think that Smith hit that shot. Yes, he did. Spotted the man going into Toxic as well, so he should be ready for this. There it is, little shoulder peek, just trying to bait out that shot. They know that Smith is here, so this is just very even until Jacob oversteps, gets caught out of the open, and Smith lands his double kill, his second kill of the round.
Now Envy could just afford to play it safe, but they do have a lot of cool stuff going on, including MBK being pushed up as far as he is with the P90 of all weapons as well. So they know exactly what's going on here, Envy. And I think that's also why they're playing sort of loosely. Like, they're not that afraid to take the fights because they have a good read on where the remaining LGB players are, essentially. They know they can't be in A main anywhere because that's where MBK is holding. And Smith's looking for more than a triple here. Going to flash his way in. He didn't spot the guy in the corner. The scope was actually blocking him.
No, and he's going to get wrapped around on, and he realizes it, but has to look away. Pauly hits the right timing there. But a very quick cleanup comes in. Swift revenge for Smiths, and they will be able to save his AWP as well. So Envy now are looking like they have everything under control. Now LGB, do they decide to go for a force? I think they're going to save, basically. Or, yeah, pick up pistols, let Envy get up to 14, and then just look to win from here on out. But it's going to be very difficult. And this is not an easy scenario, and I like it. The bum rush. Just go for the bum rush, full YOLO. No stopping. If Smith is here with the AWP, just run him over.
Oh, Shock's trying to get away a little bit. Kyoshima does land the first kill. And PRB is also very low, and this is going to crumble. They get the first kill in, but the last two members are very low on health. So bomb plant maybe winning the round, probably not.
Wow, and Reeston taking a big risk. Decides to push into CT trying to catch Smith off guard, but that was not meant to be. Happy here as well. And a very quick and thorough retake coming in here for Envy, but I do like the thought. If Smith was there with the AWP, that's the whole point. If you run at him 5 pistols, run and gun, full tech 9, maybe he takes out one of you, but you're going to take him out, and then you only have to worry about the one rifle. It's just that this time Envy decided, well, okay, we'll have 2 rifles on that B site, and that made the difference.
Yeah, and the way Shox is playing the angle as well makes him really hard to catch. I mean, he could have run all the way in the site and just bought time as well, and yeah, they just had that on lockdown. 14-11. With the 26th round coming up, LGB need to win right now. They got to bring this game back in their favor, win 2 in a row, force the eco on Envy. If they do that, I mean, we could be back at 14-14 maybe. It's definitely possible, but it's going to be anything but easy, basically.
Ooh, buddy, happy. Playing with fire, just mad spray over here. And now he's going to go back to the boost. Shoxy has been boosted up, counter boost in mid. And he doesn't even back off. He's still like, yeah, I'll hang around, see if I can't pick up another. Shoxy is nothing if not greedy, and this time greed is good. Zevez gets taken out. Happy finds Pauly. It's down to Jacob and PRB here for LGB. PRB is gone, and Envy are about to be on match point. 1v5 scenario now for Jacob, and he's good, but I don't know if he's that good, Anders.
Right, he picks up 1. They're challenging him 1 at a time, and good damage. Shox will find him at the end for the triple kill of his own. And it's match point currently for Envy, 15-11. LGB, I mean, you got to give them a lot of credit. I mean, again, this is why it's so sad they're not playing with a full lineup, because if they could do this with 2 stand-ins, you know, what happens if they have their full lineup? Could they have, I mean, I don't think they were really going to win Dust 2, but could they have brought us a really close game here on Cash? Could it have been something that they could have taken with them for the qualifiers and everything else? I mean, it's a lot to learn still. PRB goes down, and Jacob will give a really good return here. Double kill, in fact. Shox, not sure to aim main or to aim boost, and he did something in between, which is generally not good. Oh, but Happy very nearly got Polly then. That's scary. Well,
it was so close. And Kyoshima's, he knows that somebody's on the site now. Zeroes in, but doesn't get the kill. Somehow Polly lives with 5 HP. Not every day we see Kyoshima whiff shots like that. And now Smith once again hoping to get lucky with that Molotov, but it's not going to happen. 50 HP left on him. He is down to half. And now retaking with an AWP. Well, okay, picking off Pauly first. That's not a bad start. And he's still got the Tech 9, so he can still get in here and do the damage.
Sevis does have a really massive health lead, and he has a Molotov here as well. And there is a kit on Smith, so that's going to buy him a little bit of time. But if Sevis gets this molly down correctly, with the amount of time that's now left, it could get really ugly. Smith's wanting to check all the angles, fakes it once. He's no idea where Sevis is, and free kill coming in there. Good job on Sevis, not peeking immediately in case it was a fake, but when he did, he obviously had the advantage anyway. 12-15. And EnVyUs, they have the money to buy. That's why I said 2 in a row. They got to win 2 in a row to make this work. But next time, they're going to have it.
And look at how even it is across the board right now for EnVyUs. I mean, all within a couple frags of each other, floating around 20. Just so solid right now across the entire team. LGB, a little bit more top-heavy, but still, they're keeping it close right now. Smith does manage to catch Jacob, who was lurking on the edge of that smoke, over on the B side, though. So already entry frag going Envy's way, but we saw a bit of the same last round, and they were able to turn it around, LGB. So let's see if they can do more of the same. Shoxy looking to repeat the magic, goes for the counter boost, and nearly takes out Zevis. Zevis down to half HP. Zevis goes for the repeak and just gets slapped down.
Kyoshima on tail health, but this is not looking good right now for LGB. They got to find a way into this round again. Sharks down to 13 health as well. So, yeah, it's 3v5, but with the right shots, it could be a 3v3 really quickly. Where is that bomb going? It's still in the middle. Just waiting. They need that opening. They need Envy to make a mistake and come look for them. And it doesn't look like they're going to give them that opening.
Waiting for the timing. In 30 seconds here, they are going to have to commit fully now to this B-bomb site. There's just not going to be enough time. Once the bomb makes it over here, it's all going to come down to the B defense. And there are 3 guys on A, but the rotation is already starting. Another guy going into mid. He's going to be able to come through on vents. Another man into CT, and here we go. The push coming in for this B site. Smith just drops down, stomps out Poly, and there's the bomb dropped and checkered. There is no hope now for LGB. Reiston, the last man alive here for him, but not for long, and that was, towards the end at least, a very solid display of skill from Envy. They had a bit of a bumpy patch in the mid of that map, but towards the end, seemed like they were able